Hi guys, this is question 20 from the mock. So it's a Venn diagram question. A lot of you managed to get some marks, very few of you got all 4 marks. So I'm going to go over a way of answering these questions that is really methodical and it will stop you from dropping marks. So we will just have a look at that method now. First thing to notice with any Venn is it comes within what's called a universal set. That scrolled E means everything. It contains sets A, B and C and any numbers that don't appear in any of those sets. So it's really important for us to understand what's in that set. Even numbers between 1 and 25. Let's write them out to begin with so that we know we're not missing anything out. So 2, 4, 6 and so on, all the way up to 24, and we don't need to go any further because it's only even numbers between 1 and 25. Now I know that all of these numbers now must go into the Venn diagram somewhere. So I'm going to start going through them one by one and putting them in. I'm going to start with 2. Do I see it in sets A, B and C? Yes, I see it in set A, so wonderful, that can go in there. And that's done. I'm going to cross it off. Notice how methodical I'm being. I do not want to drop 4 precious marks that are actually quite accessible. 4. 4 doesn't appear in any of these sets, so I'm going to put it out here in the universal set. And that was the error that a lot of you made. You didn't put in those extra numbers into the outside area. 6 appears in B, so it can go there. 8 appears in all 3 sets, so it goes in this central region as part of all 3. You only ever want to write each number once, but you're placing it in the right place so that it's represented in set A, in set B, and in set C. Okay. Number 10 appears in A and none of the others, so it can go in there. 12 doesn't appear in any of the sets, so it goes out here. 14 appears just in set A. 16 doesn't appear, so it goes in the universal set. 18 just appears in set C, so it goes down here. 20 appears in B and C, so it goes in this intersect between B and C. 22 just appears in C, and 24 doesn't appear in any of the sets. Okay, so I think I've got it right, but I'm going to check that. Okay, I'm going to just look at set A and make sure that it includes all of the numbers that I expect it to include. So it should include 2, 8, 10 and 14. 2, 8, 10, 14, wonderful. I'm going to do the same thing for B. 6, 8 and 20, 6, 8 and 20, fab. 8, 18, 20, 22, 8, 18, 20, 22. Great. I've got all the members of the sets that I'm wanting. I've got all of the members of the universal set in there, and I've got my 4 marks. Right. So part B is really about notation. So it's used this symbol A and then this symbol B. Now that symbol means the intersect. So if I was looking at A and B, the intersect is this region that overlaps. Okay, so that is what that means. There's another symbol that you need to know, which is symbol for union. Union, you can think about topically enough, the European Union. It's when lots of things are joined together and nothing is left out. So if I was thinking about the union of A and B, and you can remember that because it begins with a U, it's this whole area, anything that appears in both of those. So it's saying find a number is chosen at random from this whole Venn diagram. Find the probability that the number is in the intersect of A and B. The intersect of A and B. So let's look at where the intersect of A and B is. There's A, there's B, and the intersect is this region here. That's where A and B cross over. So there's only one member in there. So my probability is going to be 1 out of, how many numbers were there? 3, 6, 9, 12. 1 out of 12. Okay, so that's quite important to be able to answer questions like that. This one is the union, both areas added together. This one is the intersect, just the overlapping area. There is one more thing that you might get given, which is called the complement. Now the complement looks like this. It's quite subtle. It looks a lot like A, but it's just got a little apostrophe there, and that means anything that isn't A. So I'll show you what that looks like. If this is set A, then the complement would be the whole area outside of A, anything that isn't in A. So that's the complement. This is the intersect, and this is the union. Okay, hopefully that was useful to you. Remember to work methodically, please. All right, bye.